Guys, what's good, winners? Welcome back to this channel. If this is the first time that you're watching a video of mine, I am Winnie Buency and I make locs and travel content. And speaking of travel, your girl is super duper excited today. Do you know why? That is because pretty soon I am going to be traveling to Ghana, and I have not been to Ghana in what feels like forever, so I cannot contain my joy and excitement. And speaking of Ghana, today's video is sponsored by Lemonade Finance. Who or what is Lemonade Finance? I can hear you asking. Lemonade Finance is a mobile app that is available on iOS and Android, and it allows those of us in the UK and Canada to be able to send money to those in Ghana, Nigeria or Kenya for, wait for it, absolutely free. You are not charged anything for being able to send money to anybody in those countries. Now, as you can see by today's title, I'm gonna be sharing with you 6 things to expect when you start your loc journey. For those of you that do not know, I started my loc journey in 2011, so this summer will mark 11 years that I have had my locs. I've got my phone here with all of my notes so that I don't miss anything. So first things first, your locs may look shorter than you thought, especially if you went natural shortly before locking up. So with my journey, I had previously had my hair relaxed, and then I went natural. I went for the big chop, cut all of my hair, or got it shaved I should say, and I grew my hair out for roughly about 6 months before starting my loc journey. So that meant that when I did start my locs, and I started my locs by normal plaits, it was looking very short. To be honest, I wasn't bothered. It's just something that you have to embrace, especially, you know, black hair. There's a lot of shrinkage. Even now though my hair looks long on camera, super duper lots of shrinkage, and it's perfectly normal. You just have to embrace it. Point number 2, you will get into the bad habit, and yes, it is a bad habit, of pulling your hair to see how long it has grown. Now, the reason why I say it's a bad habit is because you continuously pulling your hair, touching your hair all the time, touching your locs all the time, it can actually damage your locs, because you're always pulling and you're pulling it and you're interrupting what it's trying to do, because it's trying to mat up and do what your hair is supposed to do. I know I had to repeat, I've said it quite a few times. You continuously obsessing with the length and how long it's grown, you will be interfering with the process. And believe me when I say the matting process can take a long time, but I'll talk about that later on. My third point is that frizziness and budding is very natural, and it's going to look different on different people. So your hair budding and your hair frizzing is literally your hair learning how to mat together. That's all it is. It is a normal process, and that's what's going to help for your locs to eventually mature over time. So you need to learn to embrace the frizziness, and I know that a lot of you do not like having frizzies, and a lot of you also refer to the frizzing and the budding stages as the ugly stage. It's not an ugly stage, it's actually a beautiful stage that needs to be embraced, because without those stages your hair will not lock together. Fourth point is and this actually makes me laugh because this used to really irritate me, but your hair will be stiff and it may also stick up. And I found, yeah, if I can find a picture I'll put it up, I found that with my locs there was quite a few places that it would just stick up. And I remember when I started my locs in 2011, I believe, is it DJ Khaled's song I'm On One, and it had Drake and Lil Wayne and stuff on it, and there's a part in that video where Lil Wayne does like a shake, and then in the video it's like slowed down. And I always used to say to myself, and I used to say to my brother as well, I can't wait for the day when I am able to just, you know, flick my locks or shake my locks. It will just be hell of sexy. And trust me, you will get to that stage. It just is a matter of time. I'm laughing about it now because it was actually so silly. But obviously, once you've started, you're not going to get that shake. And the reason why you're not going to get that shake is because you don't have the growth. Like, the longer your hair grows, the longer your locks grows, the more it's going to have more weight, and the more you're going to be able to, like, you know, shake it, whip it back and forth, whatever it is that you want to do. My fifth point is, you shouldn't be afraid to wash your hair. I laugh because I can't lie, I was absolutely terrified of washing my locks because I was so scared of my locks unraveling. And I'm not gonna come on camera and lie to you guys. Yeah, some of them did unravel. In fact, it unraveled a whole couple of times and I lost count. However, your hair needs to be washed. So what you've got to learn to do is to just do it in a very gentle way. There are some people that swear by also washing their starter locks by using, I think it's called a wig cap. However, I never did that. I just used to just gently wash it and just hope for the best. And if they unraveled for whatever reason, I would just do my best to try and like neaten it up and just realize that it's just a part of the journey. My last but not least point is that your locks may take a very long time to actually lock up. And I can't lie, if you're somebody like me who can be really impatient at the best of times, your lock journey will humble you. Your lock journey will teach you how to be patient. It took my locks roughly anywhere between, I want to say anywhere between 9 months to a year before it fully locked up and matted together. My journey was something else, and keep in mind that some people's locks will lock up quicker. It all depends on your hair. And I remember I was always like crying to my loctician, like, oh my gosh, why is my hair still unraveling? When will it lock up? Why is it taking forever? And she was just like, trust me, it will do what needs to be done, but because of the texture of your hair, it will take a while. And this is the thing, you will speak to different people, you may watch different content creators that have locks, you may read different blogs and whatever it may be, and everyone's journey is going to be different. You will meet some people and maybe their hair locked together within 5 months. Some people it will be even less than 5 months. With me, it basically took a year before it fully matted together. So you can only imagine, yeah, how much I was stressing over it. But obviously looking back, it was absolutely ridiculous to be stressing over things like length, frizziness, it locking up, because these are all things that will happen. Like, over time the frizziness will reduce, over time the matting process will do what it's got to do. Over time you will have the length and you'll be able to shake your hair continuously. You will even get tired of even shaking your hair. However, one thing that I will strongly say is that when it comes to growing locks, you just need to figure out what works well for you. You also need to have patience, and you also need to realize that some people will say that one thing is amazing for locks, another person will say, well, actually no, that thing is not amazing for locks and I absolutely hate it. And what I would say to you is that in your lock journey, especially like the first year of your lock journey, use that time to figure out what is going to work for you. And in order to do that, you will have to actually trial things out. You will have to figure out what things your scalp likes, what things your scalp doesn't like, and so forth. And even as the years go by, you may even discover that certain things that used to work well for you for a good couple of years, for example, with me, coconut oil was working brilliantly for me, I think for the first 5 to 6 years of my lock journey, and then after that it just started to wreak havoc. And then I had to find alternatives to what my scalp would prefer. And it happens. It's all about the lock journey. It's all about you embracing it all. So if you already have locks, please do let me know in the comment section below, what did the first year of your lock journey teach you? And if you are contemplating growing locks, let me know in the comment section below how you found these tips, or what lock topics you'd like for me to cover in future. I would really love to know. But thank you so much for watching this video, and until my next one, take care, be good.